Are your kids impressed by the fact that you're a movie star? You're on billboards and in the films and...
My children have zero respect for me.
Right.
I don't know how. It's just unbelievable. Like, I feel like I'm pretty humble, but every once in a while I'm like, there's a Oscar right there.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're stepping into the fabulous world of Charlize Theron. Her luxe lifestyle, massive earnings, and all the latest buzz you don't want to miss. If you're into Hollywood glam and powerhouse success, smash that like button and hit subscribe so you're always in the loop. Let's get into it. Early life. Born Charlize Theron on August 7, 1975, in Benoni, a small town near Johannesburg in South Africa, Charlize's early life was shaped by both hardship and resilience, qualities that would define her journey to becoming one of Hollywood's most respected actresses. She was the only child of Gerda and Charles Theron, who owned a construction business and lived on a farm just outside the city. Her father was of French and German descent, while her mother, a resourceful and independent woman, had a significant impact on Charlize's strength of character and eventual career path. From a young age, Charlize displayed a flair for performance, often putting on plays for family and friends. Though she grew up in a relatively rural and isolated environment, her early interest in the arts was encouraged by her mother, who recognized Charlize's creative potential. Theron began studying ballet at the age of 6, immersing herself in music and movement, and dreaming of one day becoming a professional dancer. However, Charlize's childhood was far from idyllic. Her father struggled with alcoholism, and the household was often marred by volatility. A pivotal and tragic moment came when Charlize was just 15 years old. During an incident of domestic violence, her mother fatally shot her father in self-defense. Though no charges were filed, the trauma of that event left a profound mark on Charlize, instilling in her a sense of determination and emotional depth that would later translate into her work on screen. Despite the adversity, Charlize pressed forward. At 16, she won a local modeling competition and was soon traveling internationally. This opportunity took her to Milan and then New York, where she initially pursued modeling full-time. But her passion for ballet remained, leading her to enroll at the Joffrey Ballet School. Sadly, a knee injury dashed her dreams of a dancing career, forcing her to pivot once again. It was her mother, Gerda, who suggested a bold new direction: acting. With her support, Charlize moved to Los Angeles at age 19 to try her luck in Hollywood. The early days were difficult. Without industry connections, Charlize struggled to break into acting. Famously, her fortunes changed when she caused a scene at a bank after being refused service while trying to cash a check from her mother. Her outburst caught the attention of a talent manager who happened to be in line behind her. Impressed by her presence and tenacity, he offered to represent her. This unexpected encounter marked the beginning of Charlize's acting career, but it was years of discipline, emotional resilience, and artistic drive that had brought her to that point. Her South African upbringing, marked by both beauty and hardship, instilled a depth and toughness that would become hallmarks of her performances. The unwavering support of her mother, coupled with her own inner resolve, laid the foundation for a career that would eventually see her rise to the pinnacle of Hollywood. Career and success. Charlize Theron's journey from aspiring dancer to Hollywood A-lister is a testament to perseverance, talent, and an unwavering dedication to her craft. After landing in Los Angeles in her late teens, her big break came in 1996 with a non-speaking role in 2 Days in the Valley, which showcased her striking screen presence. That early exposure led to more prominent roles, but it was her performance in the 1997 supernatural thriller The Devil's Advocate, alongside Al Pacino and Keanu Reeves, that truly marked her emergence as a serious actress. The film was both a commercial success and a showcase for Theron's dramatic capabilities, opening the door to a string of high-profile projects. Theron's star continued to rise through the late 1990s and early 2000s with films like Mighty Joe Young and The Cider House Rules, but it was her transformative role in Monster, 2003, that redefined her career and the public's perception of her. Portraying real-life serial killer Aileen Wuornos, Theron underwent a dramatic physical and emotional transformation, abandoning the glamorous image she was known for. Her performance was raw, haunting, and universally acclaimed. It earned her the Academy Award for Best Actress, along with a Golden Globe and a Screen Actors Guild Award. The role remains one of the most iconic in modern cinema, and firmly established her as a force to be reckoned with in the acting world. Following Monster, Theron showed her range by taking on diverse roles across genres. She starred in the political drama North Country, 2005, earning another Oscar nomination, and later took on action-heavy roles in films like Aeon Flux and The Italian Job. Her versatility allowed her to work with some of the most respected directors in the industry, including Jason Reitman, George Miller, and Ridley Scott. In Young Adult, 2011, she reunited with Reitman to deliver a darkly comedic, critically acclaimed performance. But it was her role as Imperator Furiosa in Mad Max, Fury Road, 2015, that reintroduced her to a new generation of moviegoers. With her commanding presence and fierce physicality, Theron not only stole the film from its title character, but also helped redefine what female-led action films could look like. As her career progressed, Theron transitioned seamlessly into producing, launching her production company Denver and Delilah Productions. Through it, she's championed stories with complex female leads, producing films like Atomic Blonde and Bombshell, 2019, in which she also starred. Bombshell, a dramatization of the Fox News sexual harassment scandal, earned Theron another Academy Award nomination, this time for her uncanny portrayal of news anchor Megyn Kelly. Her work behind the camera has become just as impactful as her performances in front of it, further solidifying her influence in an industry long dominated by male power structures. In an industry known for short-lived careers, Charlize Theron has built an enduring legacy, one marked by artistic risk-taking, business savvy, and a deep commitment to using her influence for good. From her breakout in The Devil's Advocate to her Oscar-winning performance in Monster and her continued impact behind the scenes, Theron has proven herself not just as a Hollywood star, but as a transformative figure in modern cinema. Income and net worth. Charlize Theron's financial success mirrors the scale and longevity of her Hollywood career, with her net worth estimated to be between $160 million and $200 million, according to multiple sources. Over the past 2 decades, Theron has evolved from a rising star into a powerhouse in both acting and producing, building a fortune that places her among the wealthiest actresses in the world. A major source of Theron's income comes from her film salaries, which have steadily climbed since her Oscar win in 2004 for Monster. For blockbuster films like The Fate of the Furious, Mad Max, Fury Road, and The Old Guard, Theron reportedly earned upwards of $10 to $15 million per role. Her ability to command top-tier salaries, especially in action-heavy roles typically dominated by male leads, has made her a standout figure in an industry often criticized for its gender pay gap. Theron also earns significantly through her production company, Denver and Delilah Productions, which has produced a number of successful films and television projects. As both a lead actress and producer on these projects, she receives a dual stream of income, allowing her to profit not only from box office and streaming deals, but also from back-end revenue and licensing agreements. One of her most lucrative and enduring partnerships is with Dior, for which she has served as the global face of the J'adore fragrance since 2004. The deal is rumored to be worth tens of millions of dollars, with renewal contracts consistently placing her among the highest-paid celebrity endorsers. Her campaigns have been featured worldwide and are a significant part of her financial portfolio. In addition to her acting, producing, and endorsement work, Theron has diversified her income through voice acting, executive producing for television, and investments. She has been involved in voice roles for animated films like Kubo and The Two Strings and The Addams Family, adding yet another layer to her income streams. Charlize Theron's financial empire is also shaped by her business acumen. She is known for negotiating favorable contracts and maintaining creative control over many of her projects. Her influence as a female producer in Hollywood has opened doors not only for her own wealth building, but for advancing stories that focus on strong, complex women. With a career that shows no signs of slowing down and a growing footprint in Hollywood's business landscape, Charlize Theron's income and net worth continue to reflect her position as a leading force in global entertainment. Lifestyle insights. Beyond her dynamic career and financial achievements, Charlize Theron leads a life rich with purpose, creativity, and authenticity, one that reflects both her South African roots and her evolution into a global icon. Known for her fiercely independent spirit, Theron maintains a lifestyle that balances the glamour of Hollywood with grounded personal values. Outside of acting and producing, Charlize is deeply passionate about travel, dance, and nature. While her early dreams of becoming a professional ballet dancer were cut short by injury, her love for movement and physical expression remains a core part of her identity. She often trains with stunt professionals and takes on physically demanding roles not just as an actress, but because of her genuine enjoyment of athleticism and martial arts. In interviews, she has shared her love for outdoor activities like hiking and spending time in nature, which she finds restorative after intense work on set. A self-proclaimed introvert, Theron is known for keeping a relatively low-key personal life, especially for someone of her stature. She enjoys a tight circle of close friends and often spends her downtime at home with her children. Theron is a devoted mother of two, whom she adopted in 2012 and 2015. Her role as a parent is central to her lifestyle, and she has spoken openly about raising her children with a strong sense of empathy, openness, and identity. She is especially vocal about the importance of gender inclusivity and acceptance, drawing from her own experiences raising a transgender daughter. Fashion is another realm where Theron has made a lasting mark. As a longtime ambassador for Dior, she is often celebrated for her red carpet elegance, bold, clean lines, and an effortlessly regal presence. Off-camera, however, her personal style leans toward minimalist and functional, leather jackets, denim, and practical shoes, reflecting her unpretentious nature. Her ability to straddle high fashion and casual comfort reinforces her image as both a style icon and a relatable, grounded individual. Philanthropy is a cornerstone of Charlize's life. In 2007, she founded the Charlize Theron Africa Outreach Project, CTAOP, which works to empower young people in sub-Saharan Africa to live healthy, HIV-free lives. The organization provides funding, mentorship, and support to community-based programs. Theron is also an outspoken advocate for women's rights, LGBTQ+ rights, and anti-domestic violence initiatives. Her activism is not just symbolic. She's known for doing the hard work, lobbying for policy change, and putting her influence behind the causes she believes in. Despite her polished public image, Theron has never shied away from speaking her truth. She has openly addressed challenging chapters in her life, including the trauma of her father's death and her experiences navigating Hollywood as a woman in a male-dominated industry. She has also called out sexism, ageism, and the objectification of women in film, all while continuing to take bold and unconventional roles that challenge norms. Charlize Theron's lifestyle reflects a blend of discipline, purpose, and individuality. She lives intentionally, choosing projects that matter, advocating for underrepresented communities, and raising her children with strength and compassion. She avoids the pitfalls of celebrity excess and instead embraces a life built on authenticity and impact. In doing so, Theron adds depth to her legacy, not just as an Oscar-winning actress, but as a cultural figure who stands for resilience, power, and change. Whether commanding the screen or championing real-world causes, her lifestyle is an extension of the values that have guided her journey from rural South Africa to international stardom. Relationships and personal life. Charlize Theron's life has been deeply influenced by the relationships she's built, romantic, familial, and professional, which have helped shape her character and choices both on and off screen. While she has never married, Theron's personal life has included a number of high-profile relationships, each reflecting her independent nature and commitment to authenticity. One of her earliest public relationships was with actor Craig Bierko, whom she dated in the late 1990s. She was later in a long-term relationship with Irish actor Stuart Townsend, whom she met while filming Trapped in 2002. The two were together for nearly a decade, often describing their bond as a marriage in everything but name. They lived together and shared a quiet private life until their split in 2010. Though they eventually parted ways, Theron has spoken respectfully of the relationship, noting that it helped shape her views on love, commitment, and emotional growth. In 2014, Theron briefly dated Sean Penn, and the relationship drew significant media attention, not only because of their individual star power, but also due to rumors that they were engaged. Though they ultimately separated in 2015, Theron later clarified that they were never actually engaged, reinforcing her deeply personal stance on commitment and family. According to People magazine insiders, Theron is reportedly engaged and may have already secretly married a fellow actor and singer whose identity she has not yet confirmed publicly. Sources close to the actress say that she is planning to share the news on Instagram in the coming weeks, possibly revealing the relationship that she has kept mostly under wraps. Those familiar with the couple say the relationship has been private but serious, with the two sharing a deep connection built on mutual respect and a shared passion for creativity. If confirmed, it would mark the first time Theron has been married, a notable evolution for someone who has long prioritized personal freedom and autonomy. Family has always been central to Theron's world, especially her close and powerful bond with her mother, Gerda Theron. Gerda not only played a key role in Charlize's escape from a traumatic home environment, but has remained her biggest supporter and confidant. She is frequently seen accompanying Charlize to red carpet events and award shows, and Theron has credited her mother's strength and courage as foundational to the woman she became. Their relationship, forged in hardship, has only grown stronger with time. As a mother, Charlize is fiercely devoted to her two adopted children, Jackson and August, whom she has raised with compassion, openness, and progressive values. Her experience as a single parent has significantly influenced her lifestyle, priorities, and even the projects she chooses to take on. She has intentionally created a family-first environment, often sharing that her children are the greatest joy in her life and the lens through which she now views the world. Theron also maintains a strong circle of professional friendships, many of which have developed into meaningful, long-term collaborations. She has built a close working relationship with director Jason Reitman, with whom she collaborated on Young Adult and Tully, both films that earned her critical acclaim. She's also forged ties with industry peers like Nicole Kidman and Margot Robbie, her co-stars in Bombshell, and has been praised for supporting other women in the industry, both in front of and behind the camera. In many ways, Charlize Theron's relationships, be they romantic, familial, or professional, are a mirror of her character. Independent, resilient, emotionally intelligent, and deeply principled. She surrounds herself with people who reflect her ideals, and she approaches every connection with intention and sincerity. These bonds, whether enduring or fleeting, have played a crucial role in shaping her personal narrative and reinforcing her legacy as a woman who leads with strength, integrity, and grace. Real estate. Charlize Theron's real estate portfolio is a quiet showcase of elegance, minimalism, and intentional living, reflecting her personality as someone who values privacy, thoughtful design, and quality over extravagance. One of her most notable properties was a stunning Spanish-style estate in the Hollywood Hills, which she purchased back in 2004 for just over $3 million. Located above Nichols Canyon, the home was a masterclass in understated luxury. The property, spanning over 3,100 square feet, featured 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, a spacious open-concept living area with exposed beam ceilings, a media room, and a dedicated home office. Outside, the lush backyard included a spa-style pool, built-in BBQ area, and multiple lounging spaces ideal for entertaining or unwinding in privacy. In early 2024, she quietly listed the property for sale, asking around $3.75 million, signaling the end of a 2-decade chapter in one of her most iconic homes. Before that, Theron owned a charming 1920s Spanish bungalow in the Beverly Grove neighborhood of Los Angeles, which she purchased in 2000 for approximately $519,000. That home, which measured around 1,500 square feet, boasted classic architectural details like terracotta tile roofing, arched doorways, and a cozy fireplace. With 2 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, a lap pool, and a bonus room converted into a gym or home office, the home blended character with functionality. She eventually sold it in late 2022 for just over $2 million, capitalizing on its value appreciation over 2 decades. Today, Theron's most recent purchase is a meticulously renovated modern bungalow in Studio City, which she acquired in late 2022 for roughly $2.64 million, notably paying over the asking price. Designed by architect Rob Diaz, the home is a striking example of contemporary style with a grounded, livable vibe. Inside, the 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath layout features white oak floors, Carrara marble countertops, Douglas fir ceiling beams, and sleek sliding glass doors that open to a serene backyard. The exterior showcases a charcoal-toned facade, giving the house a bold yet minimalist curb appeal. One standout element is the converted garage, transformed into a flexible living space or creative studio, highlighting Theron's appreciation for both aesthetics and utility. Across all her homes, a consistent theme emerges. Charlize Theron values clean architecture, privacy, and timeless design. Whether it's a canyon view villa or a stylish bungalow tucked into a tree-lined street, her real estate choices reflect not just her wealth, but her character: elegant, independent, and never excessive. Each property tells a story of personal growth, evolving taste, and the quiet confidence of someone who knows exactly what she wants from the spaces she calls home. Cars and vehicles. Charlize Theron's relationship with cars has evolved alongside her career, reflecting both her grounded beginnings and her later embrace of high-performance luxury vehicles. Before reaching global fame, Theron drove a modest practical vehicle, reportedly a used Honda Civic, when she first arrived in Los Angeles in the early 90s. It wasn't flashy, but it got her to auditions, rehearsals, and acting classes during a time when every dollar counted. That early chapter in her life is often cited as a reflection of her resilience and laser-focused ambition. As her fame and fortune grew, so did her car collection, though Theron's taste has always leaned more toward function and style over excessive flash. Over the years, she's been seen driving a variety of refined, high-end vehicles. One of her more frequently spotted cars is a Lexus RX Hybrid, a luxury SUV that combines comfort, environmental awareness, and versatility, ideal for a working mother on the go. It perfectly aligns with her public image: strong, sophisticated, and environmentally conscious. Theron has also been seen in a sleek Range Rover Vogue, a staple among A-list celebrities for its spacious interior, powerful performance, and understated elegance. Its rugged capabilities are a nice match for someone who values both urban refinement and occasional escapes to nature. At one point, she owned a Tesla Model S, further underlining her interest in sustainable technology and innovation. Though not known for maintaining a massive collection of exotic supercars, Theron is believed to own a Porsche Panamera as well, offering a balance of performance and luxury that fits her fast-paced professional life. Despite access to private jets and luxury transport services, particularly for international travel and film productions, Theron is often seen driving herself around Los Angeles. That hands-on approach reflects her personality: independent, grounded, and in control. She isn't one to outsource every aspect of her lifestyle, and that autonomy is part of what fans admire most about her. In all, Charlize Theron's car choices reveal a woman who values quality, sustainability, and elegance without ostentation. Whether behind the wheel of a high-performance sedan or an eco-conscious hybrid SUV, her vehicles reflect the same thoughtfulness and intention she brings to every part of her life. Current lifestyle. In 2025, Charlize Theron remains a dynamic presence in both entertainment and advocacy, continuously evolving her career while deepening her personal commitments. On the professional front, her latest action thriller Apex, shot in the Australian wilderness, has wrapped production. In interviews, Theron revealed she performed intense on-location stunts, some without harnesses in rugged terrain, resulting in a fractured toe. She called the experience one of the most incredible of my life, highlighting her fearless dedication. In July, she'll lead the long-awaited sequel, The Old Guard 2, on Netflix, reprising her iconic role as Andy and continuing to blend world-class action with emotional storytelling. She hasn't slowed down behind the camera either. Through Denver and Delilah, Theron is championing a new wave of female filmmakers by launching a mentorship program in 2025. The initiative aims specifically to support creators from marginalized communities, helping them secure global distribution through major streaming platforms. On the personal side, 2025 has been a year of quiet transformation. While Theron maintains her privacy, her philanthropic focus is sharper than ever. The Charlize Theron Africa Outreach Project, now 18 years strong, expanded this spring to emphasize girls' education and economic empowerment in Southern Africa. Earlier this year, Theron hosted a major gala in Cape Town to support the cause, drawing both celebrity attention and local engagement. Though she keeps romantic life private, insiders suggest that Theron has found new stability, blending her family life with ongoing creative ventures. She continues to raise her 2 daughters as a proud single mother, grounding her busy schedule in family and intentionally curating a home environment that nurtures creativity and well-being. What sets Theron apart in 2025 is her ability to stay relevant by reinventing herself thoughtfully. From hard-hitting action roles in Netflix blockbusters to supporting emerging storytellers, and from advocating for global social change to anchoring a strong home life, she remains both influential and authentic. Her public presence is thoughtfully balanced with personal integrity, connecting deeply with lifelong fans while inviting new audiences into her evolving legacy. Charlize's journey continues to prove success isn't just about winning awards or starring in hit films. It's about constantly pushing boundaries, championing others, and living a life aligned with powerful values. That brings us to the end of this story. If you enjoyed it, don't miss the other celebrity journeys waiting for you on screen. Thanks so much for watching.